Yeah, what I want to talk to you guys about is You Gotta Eat Here. Like, like I said for the Anthony Bourdain video, I would get to this topic. And You Gotta Eat Here, the show fucking sucks. Like, and in this video, I'll discuss why that show sucks. Because on that show, the show that's hosted by John Baladucci, I watched I watched his show, and I went there looking for something to eat. I mean, I went to that place on his show looking for something good to eat, and he claims that for the title of the show, that he knows good food when he sees it. And I went to that place, and it had to have been one of the worst barbecues I've ever had in my life. Not only was the level of flavor mediocre, it pretty much, it was just a waste of time. You could have just gone to just probably Montana Steakhouse, because that's what they really serve. They're just typical barbecue, like ribs and fries and stuff. Montana Steakhouse or something. Or just any other place to get the same level of flavor. But this is supposed to be some like world-class place because he's the host of the show, and which is apparently pretty big on the Food Network. And the food there wasn't even anything special. The level of flavor was mediocre. And the other thing that really irritated me about the food, is that I've never had chicken and barbecue in my life that tasted as bad as it did. Not only was the food mediocre, it had a really bad aftertaste. To be honest with you, it was so bitter. And honestly, how the heck does barbecued food have a bitter aftertaste? It was so bitter that honestly, I've never tried pure tobacco, but being like all kids, I've kind of done dumb things in the past, and I think one time I tried to smoke a cigarette that did not have a lighter on, and it tasted like that when it came to bitterness, and it was just like bitter as like probably like the tobacco the Native Americans would have, just extremely bitter, extremely bitter, and honestly, why the heck would there be something bitter as an aftertaste? I don't know. And also, the price of the food was $20-something, and the portion of the food was was pretty much about, like, I would say the equivalent of maybe getting, getting like a medium amount of food from McDonald's. Really, the level of, of course, different type of food, but the amount was about the same. Like I said before, just in general, that whole place was a ripoff. It was a disappointment. I only continued eating only because you had to add some, because they had another barbecue sauce you could, another flavor of barbecue sauce that I had to add on to it, because apparently I think the barbecue sauce that was on the barbecue, the first time I got it, that's how it's originally supposed to be. Like, just in general, it's just a terrible experience. It was just, for one, it was just not a good point in my life. And this is why I honestly hate people like John Baladucci. Because honestly, man, the truth about him is that he's a disgrace, not only in terms of claim, but also in terms of title, okay? The place he claims are the best places to eat, as he says in the intro for his show. from trying that place. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything special. And knowing these people and their games, and like I said, a fraud's a fraud. If one place you go to is crap, all the other places you're gonna go to that has them is gonna be crap too. And that's what what I have to say. He makes false claims, and he's a disgrace to the cooking community. Because to be honest with you, man, who the hell, if they want to eat food, will decide to only eat food for the brand name? Seriously, man. Like, that is just dumb. When people go out to eat food, they want to eat food that is rich in flavor. Okay? and if you're paying extra, it has fresher ingredients or something. Like I said before, who the heck would pay money for food for a brand name? You know, like, it's something to brag about. Like, oh yeah, you know, like, let's just say I went to a place called Boulet Affranchon. You know, I'm not trying to mock French, but I'm just making up something, you know? Like, I'm just trying to make up something. What is the point of that? You know, what is the point of that? How do you brag? You just go to your friend and say, oh yeah, I went to that place. Like, seriously, man, you know, regardless, even if that impresses other people, seriously, man, that's what we in the world we refer to as a sellout. Somebody who does something for the money, who does something, maybe they're paid to say they're on the show. The people there claim that he just came there randomly. But that's what we refer to as a sellout. That's not being authentic, man. Like, come on, man. You're a part of $1 million company, and Canada doesn't have that many people compared to other countries, but it still has a lot of stores, tens of thousands. You honestly cannot tell me you can't find a place better that's at least decent. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, people are going to say, what are you expecting? It's going to be perfect or something? No. But it could be better, man. Like, why are you wasting people's time? And the reason why it also really pisses me off, you know how much planning I had to personally do for that event? It was just dumb. I don't know. Maybe the story is getting me so stressed out it's making my throat worse. Like, it was just so bad. And that's the thing that pisses me off about those kinds of people. Is that those kinds of people, if you're in that powerful of a position and you fail to live up to people's expectations, even slightly above that, what does that do to your faith in the world? Okay, let's just say you go to you have a certain issue and you go to like a medical facility, and you go to a medical facility because you want to receive help. If you you know, you want to receive help, what does that do to your morale for this world? It kind of, especially if you're in a dark place where you feel that things are not going well for you in life. You feel like there's no hope. There's no hope for something getting better in life. You know, you ever hear those times people say, oh, don't worry, man, there's hope. There's hope, man. Trust me, man. There's hope in this world, okay? There's some very intelligent people, and that's the thing that also irritates me. If these are some world-class experts, and which obviously is not true, how the hell, you know, what do you think that does to somebody if they're in a dark place or something? This is more than just an example of food. This is something bigger. This is talking about people who use big names, and they rip people off. Because seriously, man, if it was just him, that's just one person. But it seems all of these people are the same. And honestly, man, if you have that position in life and you're willing to give people to probably just randomly say, oh, this place looks a bit trendy, probably has a bit of a hipsterish look. Oh yeah, we're gonna put it on TV. You know, then you're just you know, then you're a disgrace to the food community. You're a disgrace. You know, like come on, man. There's you know, even there. You know, I've been to people's houses where they sell better quality food that has more flavor than even these places do. Like seriously, man. Like all I have to say, man, is that honestly, this guy is a joke. His show sucks. His show sucks, and he looked like a snake the first time I saw him. I did not trust him, and he is one. And that's all I have to say.